Namaste, my friends, and welcome to today's journey. For centuries, one question has echoed in every heart, across every culture and every age. Who is God? Some see God as a creator, some as an energy, some as a loving father, some as an inner consciousness. For others, God is a mystery beyond words. Today, in this 1-hour journey, we will explore God, not as a narrow definition, but as an experience. We'll look at God through the lens of science, philosophy, and spirituality. We'll reflect on how different traditions describe God and how we, in our own personal lives, can feel the presence of something greater. Stay with me until the end, and I promise, your perspective on God will become wider, deeper, and more personal than ever before. Part 1. The Universal Question. Since the dawn of humanity, people have asked, where did we come from? Who created us? What is beyond the stars? Ancient civilizations looked at the sky, the sun, the rivers, the storms, and they saw divine power. God was in the thunder, in the rain, in the fire. As human thought evolved, philosophers asked, is God a person, a being, or an eternal truth? The Greek philosopher Aristotle called God the unmoved mover, the first cause behind everything. In India, the Upanishads described God as Brahman, the infinite consciousness that pervades all existence. In the Abrahamic traditions, God is the creator, the Almighty, the source of love and justice. But beyond all definitions, one thing remains. Every human being feels a longing to connect with something higher. Part 2. God and Philosophy. Philosophers across time have wrestled with the idea of God. St. Augustine said, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in God." Descartes reasoned, "I think, therefore I am." And from his own existence, he inferred the existence of a perfect creator. Spinoza saw God not as a person, but as nature itself, the totality of all things. Modern thinkers explore God as consciousness, the mystery that science has not yet explained. What's fascinating is that even atheists, while denying a personal God, still engage with the question of existence, morality, and meaning, which in itself is part of the divine search. Part 3. God in Science and Consciousness. Science and religion are often seen as opposites, but look closer. Many great scientists were deeply spiritual. Albert Einstein once said, "The more I study science, the more I believe in God." He didn't mean a personal God with human qualities, but rather the mystery, order, and beauty of the universe. Quantum physics today suggests that reality is interconnected, and consciousness may be fundamental to the universe. Isn't that similar to what ancient sages described thousands of years ago? That all is one, all is divine. Whether we call it God, the universe, or consciousness, science too points us toward the great mystery of existence. Part 4. God and Different Traditions. Let's briefly look at how different traditions describe God. In Hinduism, God is both personal and impersonal. Krishna, Shiva, Devi on one side, and Brahman, the infinite energy, on the other. In Christianity, God is love, revealed through Christ, guiding humanity as a father. In Islam, Allah is the one true God, merciful and compassionate, beyond all forms. In Buddhism, there is less emphasis on God and more on enlightenment, but the Buddha himself spoke of the ultimate truth, nirvana, beyond words. In indigenous traditions, God is seen in nature, the earth, the animals, the spirits. So we see, God has infinite faces. But maybe the truth is this: God appears in the form that each heart needs. Part 5. Experiencing God. Definitions are useful, but they are not enough. God cannot only be explained, God must be experienced. How do we experience God? Through silence and meditation, through prayer and surrender, through acts of kindness and compassion, through awe. When you stand at the ocean or look up at the stars and feel small yet connected. Through love, because love itself is a glimpse of the divine. God is not only in temples, churches, or mosques. God is in the laugh of a child, the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, and the stillness of your own soul. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. Ask yourself, what is God for me? Not what I was taught, not what I was told, but what I feel. Do I see God as a creator, as energy, as love, or simply as the mystery I cannot define? Whatever comes to your heart, accept it. That is your doorway to the divine. Part 6. God in Daily Life. The real question is not just, does God exist? But, how can I live with God in my daily life? Living with God means living with awareness. It means treating others with compassion, because the divine lives in them too. It means living with gratitude, because every breath is a gift. When you start to see God in everything, you don't need proof. Life itself becomes proof. My dear friends, God is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be embraced. God is both beyond us and within us. Some call him Father, some call her Mother, some call it consciousness, some say simply, love. But in truth, God is that which gives meaning to our existence. God is the silent witness, the eternal presence, the infinite light that guides us home. Take this thought with you. Don't try too hard to define God. Instead, live in a way that makes you feel God, in kindness, in gratitude, in wonder, and in love. If this journey touched you, share it with someone you love, and comment below, what does God mean to you? Until next time, stay blessed, stay awake, stay connected.